we'll see Mitchell Trubisky and the Salt Lake City Elks versus Gardner Minshew and the Portland Snowhawks.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Portland Snowhawks and the Salt Lake City Elks. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you look at this Salt Lake City ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after him early.
To try again after the sack. Minshew throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. He'll drop this down to Williams, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the number 2 overall pick in 2016 from North Carolina, Mitchell Trubisky.
And one of the few knocks on him coming out of North Carolina was just actual game experience, just 13 starts in college. But he worked so hard at making up for that lost time. He loves the game, crazy about the film room, and guys just naturally gravitate towards him. I think he's got a chance to be an excellent leader and player.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he connects with Vance McDonald. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Still going. And touchdown. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3-and-out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3-and-out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And it's good to make it 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off for the touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. First down, Snowhawks.
Here's Minshew. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and get it with Geis, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Shoves him aside. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. All right, let's shift our attention here to Vance McDonald. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guys going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he rifles one incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now it's Trubisky. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald.
Trubisky's pass.
So that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
Down and 10.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
We won't do what we do.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now Minshew. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Ted McKinley made his way into the backfield.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Minshew. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Elks 7, Snowhawks nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 2.
It'll be Minshew again. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Minshew sets to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
8-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown. Hunter Henry there to make the grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Number 30, Austin.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And going deep for Hill. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there, and he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Samuels. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now it's Trubisky. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. 10.
Snowhawks 7.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
1st down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here again comes Gardner Minshew. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game.
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Tyler Newsome now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
They'll take over. First down.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. This pass into the arms of Snead, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion of first down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And an incomplete pass.
Trubisky.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
Down and 10.
Here again comes Gardner Minshew. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. And Stills over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. He'll drop this down to Williams, and he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Minshew's pass.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Complete to Darrell Williams.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 3 yards there to begin the third quarter. They also lead by 3 points.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky on the screen. This is Eckler. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this one's incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brings up third down.
On third down, here's Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Trubisky will throw. That's into the hands of Eckler. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Trubisky. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown! Vance McDonald, 35 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
17. Snowhawks 7. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a first and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. Third down here.
It's third down and 6.
Now Minshew. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Minshew. It's caught. Stills right side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught left side, Williams. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
It'll be Minshew again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And
on the draw, they go to Geis. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
17. Snowhawks 10.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Bobby, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Trubisky's pass, intended for Willie Snead, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to kick it away. a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return.
27-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Minshew. And he checks this one down to Williams.
Minshew's pass.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And this complete to Henry over the middle.
Pass.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The offense on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
10 yards on the
from midfield now. Here's Trubisky. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. On first down, Trubisky gets this one to Hill. A gain of 6 there on first.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Trubisky. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was all capped off by Mitchell Trubisky's touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Portland's offense now about set to take over.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Minshew sets to throw. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there. First down.
First down, Snowhawks.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew dumps it off for Geis. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
He's got it, and it's 24-17. That time, a 9-play drive.
Elks 24, Snowhawks 17.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. And they take a knee. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you watch that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for the win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
17.
But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Salt Lake City, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.